10 Hollywood movies that lost huge money. It's fairly common for producers and financiers to invest huge amounts of money in a movie, but only for the movie to turn out to be a box office failure. There are several movie projects who have embarrassingly drowned millions of dollars at the box office, some even barely recovering the production cost. And in this video, we will be rounding up 10 Hollywood movies that lost huge money. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Number 10. The Adventures of Pluto Nash. The Adventures of Pluto Nash 2002 was a sci-fi action comedy movie that starred Eddie Murphy, Randy Quaid, Rosario Dawson, Peter Boyle, and many others. Even with a stellar cast and the direction of Ron Underwood, the film became a box office and critical failure. The critical consensus at Rotten Tomatoes claims, The Adventures of Pluto Nash is neither adventurous nor funny, and Eddie Murphy is on autopilot in this notorious box office bomb. The director Ron Underwood regretted the movie, stating that it lacked a core piece of storytelling, like the midlife crisis, as the film was not very good. The budget of the film was estimated to be $100 million, including $20 million marketing costs. However, the movie managed to gather only $7 million worldwide. The Los Angeles Times named it one of the most expensive box office flops of all time. Number 9. SINBAD, Legend of the Seven Seas. After years of DreamWorks Animation success at the box office with movies like Kung Fu Panda, Boss Baby, Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, it all came to an abrupt halt with SINBAD, Legend of the Seven Seas. With hand-drawn animation telling the traditional tale of SINBAD, the film had a budget of $60 million. The film had a strong voice cast of Brad Pitt, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Joseph Fiennes, and Michelle Pfeiffer, so DreamWorks threw huge amounts of money for a worldwide marketing campaign. However, the film only managed to gross $80 million worldwide, slightly covering the budget. But the large marketing budget of $125 million was lost. Luckily, after learning the lesson from this, DreamWorks abandoned hand-drawn animation. Number 8. Stealth. Stealth, in 2005, was an American military sci-fi action movie. With the direction of Rob Cohen and screenplay by W.D. Richter, the film also had an ensemble cast of Jamie Foxx, Jessica Biel, Josh Lucas, and Sam Shepard. Despite all cast and direction, the film became an instant failure critically and at the box office. Excluding the marketing cost, the film had a budget of $135 million. The film only managed to gross $79.3 million worldwide, drowning the money of the financiers. It was definitely one of the worst losses throughout cinematic history. The critics were also unforgiving, calling the movie loud, preposterous, and predictable. Stealth borrows heavily and unsuccessfully from Top Gun and 2001. Make sure to share this video with your friends. Number 7. Mars Needs Mom. Mars Needs Mom, in 2011, is another film that ate dust at the box office. It was a 3D computer-animated science fiction movie based on the book by Berkeley Breathed. The direction and screenplay were done by Simon Wells. Wendy Wells co-wrote the screenplay, while Walt Disney Pictures was the distributor of the movie. Despite the Disney name attached to the movie was a box office failure and suffered one of the biggest financial losses. The film had a budget of $150 million, excluding the marketing budget, and grossed only $39 million worldwide, making a disastrous loss of over $144 million at the box office. Number 6. John Carter. Another American science fiction action movie that became a box office disaster was John Carter in 2012. It was based on A Princess of Mars by Edgar Burroughs. The director, Andrew Stanton, took over the screenplay after compelling Walt Disney Pictures to allow film adaptation. The production began in 2009 with Taylor Kitsch, Lynn Collins, Willem Dafoe, and Samantha Moran in the lead cast. The film budget was set to an estimate of $263 million, with an additional $100 million for marketing, making it one of the most expensive movies. Unfortunately, the film was a box office bomb by grossing only $284 million worldwide. Disney suffered a huge loss of over $100 million and canceled its plans for any sequels due to the movie's poor performance at the box office. Number 5. Battleship. Looks like science fiction movies aren't box office's favorites. Battleship 2012 is also an American military sci-fi action movie starring Taylor Kitsch, Alexander Skarsgård, Rihanna, Brooklyn Decker, Liam Neeson, etc. The film is based on a board game where crews of warships are forced to battle. Universal Pictures set the production budget over $220 million. However, the film only managed to gross $303 million worldwide, causing a loss of $150 million for the studio. The consensus of critics at Rotten Tomatoes states, "It may offer energetic escapism for less demanding filmgoers, but Battleship is too loud, poorly written, and formulaic to justify its expense, and a lot less fun than its source material." Number 4. The Lone Ranger. Seeing The Lone Ranger in 2013 as a box office bomb was a huge surprise, as the action film had big names attached to it. After the immediate success of the Pirates of the Caribbean series, the director, Gore Verbinski, writers Ted Elliott, Terry Rossio, and actor Johnny Depp collaborated again for The Lone Ranger. Armie Hammer, Helena Bonham Carter, Ruth Wilson also joined the movie cast, while Walt Disney Pictures ran the production. Can you imagine this as a flop? Unfortunately, it did. The movie had a production budget of $250 million with $150 million additional marketing costs. But the movie turned in only $260 million at the box office, making another heavy loss for Walt Disney Pictures consecutively after John Carter in 2012. Have you watched any of the movies mentioned so far? Tell us in the comments below. Number 3. Tomorrowland. That's right, another science fiction. Tomorrowland in 2015 was distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures, while Brad Bird directed and co-wrote the screenplay with Damon Lindelof. The cast included George Clooney, Britt Robertson, Hugh Laurie, Raffi Cassidy. The production budget and the marketing cost ended up at almost $280 million, while the film grossed $209 million. It became another box office bomb for Disney, as it lost up to $150 million. The critics at Rotten Tomatoes criticized the screenplay and gave mixed reviews. Ambitious and visually stunning, Tomorrowland is unfortunately weighted down by uneven storytelling. Number 2. Live by Night. Live by Night was an American crime film of 2016, directed, written, and starring Ben Affleck. It is based on a 2012 book of the same name. Casting Elle Fanning, Zoe Saldana, Chris Cooper, Sienna Miller, and Brendan Gleeson, Warner Brothers produced the film, but the movie turned out to be a box office failure and also received mixed reviews from critics. The production and marketing budget was around $90 million, but the film grossed only $22.7 million at the box office, losing up to $75 million. Various critics like Mike Ryan, David Rooney, and Owen Gleiberman agreed that although Live by Night is excellent in casting and visuals, there seems to be something missing to make the film memorable. Number 1. King Arthur, Legend of the Sword. Arthurian legend has been quite popular, but as Guy Ritchie turns this tale into an epic fantasy action film, this was a box office bomb. King Arthur, Legend of the Sword was released by Warner Brothers and Village Roadshow Pictures in 2017. Guy Ritchie takes the lead in directing and co-writing the movie with Joby Harold and Lionel Wiggum. The movie stars Charlie Hunnam, Astrid Berger-Frisbee, Eric Bana, Jimon Hunsu, and Aidan Gillen. The film managed to gross only $148 million worldwide on a production budget of $175 million and an additional marketing cost of $135 million. The 6 sequels of King Arthur's were called off once this movie underperformed at the box office, losing over $150 million of production companies. That's a wrap of today's video. Did we miss out on some other box office failures? Let us know in the comments below. Hit the like and subscribe button if you've watched any of the movies in this video. Also, click the bell icon to stay updated on our latest videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.